We begin this action-packed tale with Packed Bryce Fowler, a distinguished assassin, being brought to Japan and hired to kill a self-righteous politician, Ken Takahara. Using state-of-the-art automatic sniper rifles, Bryce kills Takahara at one of his campaigns. As he was fleeing from the scene, he also inadvertently killed Detective Ito's partner, Hiroshi. Since then, Detective Ito has dedicated his life to capturing the assassin and his partner's killer. Bryce decides to flee the country but is cut off by his employer's goons, who turn out to have double-crossed him, planning to pin the blame for the assassination on him. He managed to escape them by blowing up his backpack, filled with money he had been paid for his services. During the quick scuffle, he was revealed to have been shot in the stomach. He tries to get some distance from his pursuers, but he passes out in the snow, having lost too much blood. He later wakes up in a hot spring surrounded by a tribe of snow monkeys who rescued and nursed him back to health. One of the younger monkeys challenges their alpha, who is displeased with his decision to bring Bryce back to their home. He explains that he distrusts him even more, especially after witnessing Bryce's training, as he is worried that more bad men will come. Bryce provokes the aggressive monkey, and he lashes out at the others. When the others tried to stop him, he raised his fists against them, forcing their leader to banish him from their group. As he leaves the mountain, he witnesses the assassins sent to kill Bryce, and runs back to the others to warn them. Unfortunately, he was already too late, and the assassins gunned down Bryce. Witnessing the horrendous act, the monkey stood up and surrounded them, but they were no match against mercenaries and their guns. Seeing his whole tribe massacred before his eyes for their amusement, Monkey picks up Bryce's gun and shoots them all down, much to their surprise. Bryce briefly resurfaces and, with his dying words, tells Monkey to seek vengeance for them. As Monkey heads to the nearest train station, he is later accompanied by Bryce's ghost. Bryce explains that despite being dead, he cannot leave Monkey as he is spiritually bound to him. They later arrive in the big city, where Monkey is stunned by the bright lights. Bryce leads him to the fish warehouse, where he received his mission to kill Takahara. They initially thought it was empty when suddenly, the deranged old woman who supplied Bryce with guns shows up out of nowhere and puts Monkey to sleep with knockout gas. Monkey wakes up, tied, and served up to an electric wood saw. He breaks free and tries to escape, but the old woman chases him with a harpoon. Monkey knocks her off the platform, and she lands on the electric saw. Bryce insists they interrogate her, but Monkey struggles, not knowing how to communicate with hand signals. They wasted time trying to interrogate her, and she ended up dead, sliced in half. The next day, the police show up at the fish warehouse and start their investigation into the murder of the old woman. Police officer Ito is given a new partner, the young rookie Haruka, who has already been informed of Ito's failings. He doesn't deny any of it, and adds that he is determined to find his former partner's killer. At the crime scene, Ito finds a suspicious hair and hides it, which Haruka notices. Monkey returns to the crime scene feeling regretful of his actions when Bryce notices General Kato snooping around the vicinity. He recognizes the logo on his vehicle from the 128th, to which he remembers whom the goons who stopped him at the airport belonged. They follow him back to Takahara's funeral, where they witness the general talking to someone suspicious. Bryce warns Monkey to be more discreet when he casually walks inside. Bryce follows the general while Monkey is forced into hiding when a group of Yakuza members are patrolling. Seeing himself in front of a mirror, Monkey steals a suit and heads outside. Takahara's partner, Shinji Yokohama, was convinced by his niece, Akiko, to run in Takahara's stead, claiming to carry on the legacy that he left behind. Candidate Itaru Ozu was displeased when Shinji announced during the funeral that he would continue Takahara's campaign. Shortly after Shinji's campaign speech, the Yakuza discovers dead bodies outside, which Monkey killed earlier, displeased at them for killing birds for amusement. This triggered a shootout between Yakuza members. Monkey then furiously shoots them all down and rescues Akiko, who almost got shot when she fell over. Monkey chases the general who tried to escape during the confusion, to which he is overtaken with anger for being involved in his tribe's massacre. He pushes him on the road where the general is ran over by an incoming bus. Monkey have grown attached to Akiko, and they follow her to a local shrine. Monkey starts to question his actions and claims he doesn't want to kill anymore. While arguing, they encounter Stick, a blind monk who understands Monkey and sees Bryce's ghost. Stick claims that they are bound to each other for a reason, and only when they fulfill their destiny will they achieve their goals. Having found the general's address, Bryce and Monkey headed to his home to investigate. Monkey starts to have a moral dilemma when he sees a picture of the general with his son. They quickly hide when Yakuza members and soldiers from the military police arrive to clean up, to which Monkey inadvertently causes a shootout between them. Overhearing their conversation, Bryce suspects they would get more clues from the Double Dragon Casino, to which the Yakuza members belonged. They sneak inside through the vents, but land smack right into the middle of the casino. Monkey is forced to dance to entertain guests, and Bryce convinces him to gamble their way to the top to meet the casino owners, Kepe and Tepe. Monkey breezed through the games by having Bryce look through the opponent's cards. Having won so much, Monkey is invited into the High Rollers room. Everything was going according to plan except for Monkey, who could not hold down his liquor. Provoked by the Yakuza boss, Monkey decides to clean him out despite Bryce's objections. Having won so much money, they later dragged the beaten-up Monkey to the back room, where the Yakuza boss confronted the owners. He demands that his money be returned, or they kill the Monkey, to which Kepe and Tepe agree. Monkey takes it lying down after he discovers that the deranged old woman he killed was the casino owner's mother. That said, Kepe insists on using blowfish poison on his victims. Luckily, the monkey's feet weren't chained, so he breaks free and kills everyone in the room. They later find a ledger in which they discover the man named Accountant paid for Takahara's assassination. Meanwhile, at the precinct, Ito advises Haruka not to share their findings that they suspect a monkey is behind all the killings. Despite his warnings, Haruka informs her supervisor only to be laughed off and made the laughingstock of the entire department. Bryce and Monkey later find the accountant's address, which leads them to a prison. Monkey tried climbing the walls but had electrified fences, so they hitched a ride inside instead. They later get caught by a dog, which Monkey refuses to kill, claiming to be his code and explaining how he will only kill killers. He even went out of his way to rescue a rat caught in a trap. They slowly work through the vents, but when they finally get outside, armed guards and the dog await him. Monkey is taken to the sadistic warden and trapped inside a cage. The warden vents out his frustration on electrocuting Monkey, but when he's had enough, Monkey breaks out and beats up his captors. When they pull up the accountant's information, the warden claims they can't go where he is. He explains that the accountant is in the pit, an underground cell block for the worst offenders, which they sealed shut years ago. They quickly went to where the pit was, but, as the warden said, it was sealed shut, so they sneaked in through the laundry chute. Monkey later finds himself in the pit and comes face to face with the accountant. Trapped inside a ring, he was forced to fight the legendary Fat Cobra, of which even Bryce had heard rumors. Monkey tries to face him in a fight, but he doesn't stand a chance. Monkey hangs tightly on some pipes when Fat Cobra tosses him into the air. Bryce suggests yanking the pipe that soaked Fat Cobra in water that he electrocutes himself. He refuses to kill Fat Cobra and decides to work together to defeat the accountant. Fat Cobra throws Monkey upward and burns up the stockpile of drugs they hoarded. The prisoners go into a panic trying to save the drugs while the accountant retreats into his secret room. The accountant tries to bribe Monkey, but he refuses and is forced to reveal that he was only hired by the Rooster to fund Takahara's assassination, despite his objections. The other inmates were furious to discover that the accountant had been hiding such a luxurious room from them that they killed him over it. As Monkey and Bryce flee, the warden shows up with men to raid the pit, determined to recapture Monkey. With no way out, they follow the rat monkey saved earlier, pointing them to the only safe exit out of the prison. Having escaped from jail, Monkey later visits Akiko at her home, to which she thanks him for saving her life back at the funeral. The Yakuza leaders start to panic as Monkey goes on a killing spree in search of the person responsible for Takahara's assassination. Their leader, the Wise Man, put a huge bounty on Monkey's head, determined to take out the Monkey Menace. That said, renowned assassins gather in Tokyo for the infamous Monkey. The assassins brazenly attack him even in broad daylight, and Monkey quickly kills them off one by one. He's had to kill a ninja on a bike, violent gang members on a subway, and even a corrupt police officer on a horse from the department's mounted division. Following a string of killings in Toiko, even Yuki, the undead ghost assassin, rises from her grave, which many believe to be the legendary protector of peace. She seeks out Monkey at the hotel, which she suspects to be responsible for the deaths all over the city. When she tries to consume Bryce's soul, Monkey shoots a grenade launcher, but it is ineffective. A street racer assassin almost ran over Monkey, and Yuki ferociously chased after them. Nearby, police officer Ito tries to convince Haruka that their suspect, Monkey, may not be truly evil despite the evidence against him. He claims that his vast experience in the job has made him question everything and not take the clues at face value. Suddenly, they witness the car chase past them, and Officer Ito insists on putting himself out front to stop it. When the streetcar assassin has no intention of slowing down, Monkey kicks him off the wheel to make a sharp turn, saving Officer Ito from being run over. Yuki is so surprised by his actions that she lets him go, believing him to be good and a noble warrior. Suddenly, Monkey gets caught by the unsuspecting poacher and puts him inside a cage. Bryce admits he is jealous of Monkey, and they reconcile and kill their captor. Using the poacher's body, Monkey infiltrates the Yakuza and massacres all the leaders. Rooster manages to escape, but is quickly captured by the police. With no home to return to after Yuki destroys their hotel, Monkey returns to Akiko's place to stay for the night, which she allows. Although Monkey enjoys living with Akiko, officers Ito and Haruka visit her at home to give her the bad news. They explain that although they have arrested Rooster, the person responsible for Takahara's assassination, the cops, unfortunately, are unable to keep him in prison due to his connections in high places. Akiko is displeased with the authorities, who fail to do their jobs. Meanwhile, Monkey and Bryce stake out the precinct for when the police finally release Rooster. They follow him to a barbershop where Monkey quickly kills him in a second. When they thought this was over, Bryce still hadn't ascended, and they discovered Rooster's body double. Monkey tries to shoot him, but he escapes in a vehicle. Although he managed to shoot it down, causing the car to swerve and crash, the passengers remained unscathed. Just then, more body doubles exit the crashed vehicle, to which they escape in different directions. Monkey manages to track them all down one by one, but spares one of the doubles, who claims he is only an actor. He then chases after the last one, the supposedly real Rooster. He tries to bribe Monkey with sensitive information against the Yakuza. Still, Monkey refuses and shoots him, to which another assassin tries to do the same, shooting Rooster from afar with a sniper rifle. Bryce is still unable to ascend, and he suspects their vendetta is far from over. Monkey suggests checking the safety deposit box that the last Rooster claims to have kept sensitive information. He tracked down the body double that he spared, and used him to get past security. They later discover that the body double is the real Rooster, and he beats Monkey with the metal box. Monkey fights back and stabs him in the neck with a pen, which he then escapes with its contents. As they were leaving the bank, a teller called someone over the phone to report that Monkey had escaped with the box. Later, the remaining members of the Yakuza receive a call from their boss, who is displeased with the turn of events and calls in the most notorious fixer, Lady Bullseye. Hitting a dead end, Bryce and Monkey visit Stick, the blind monk, for advice as they have killed off everyone on their hit list, but Bryce still hasn't ascended. Stick teaches Monkey to use salt as a deterrent against Bryce. Although he doesn't believe Bryce is a demon, it is quite effective against him. That said, he tells Monkey that he needs to be the one to lead them to their salvation. Meanwhile, police officers Ito and Haruka respond to a bizarre case where the zoo's snow monkeys are brutally tortured and killed by a mysterious assailant. When Bryce sees it on TV, he quickly recognizes it as Lady Bullseye's handiwork and returns home to prepare. Haruka also recognizes a similar scene where she witnesses bitten persimmons outside Akiko's house and suspects that she must be harboring the fugitive hit monkey. Akiko returns home displeased after having been fired from his uncle's campaign. Not only do they blame her for falsely accusing running candidate Ozu, but she has also condoned the actions of Hitmonkey, which has gained the reputation of being a cop killer. She later walks in on Monkey with firearms, to which he tries to explain it to her, but she fails to understand him. Out of nowhere, Lady Bullseye arrives and blows up Akiko's house, fatally wounding Akiko and injuring the others. Haruka tries to get Lady Bullseye to surrender, but when she throws deadly pins at her, Officer Ito jumps in front of it to save her. Monkey lures Lady Bullseye away from the scene, hoping that this will be best for everyone while the others get the help they need. She chases him on the rooftops, to which he shoots at her. When one of the blades slices off a bullet, the ricochet hits Lady Bullseye's face, which angered her even more. When they thought they had lost her, Lady Bullseye chases them on her bike and throws everything at him. Monkey shoots at her bike's tires, which causes her to crash into a truck and cause an explosion, and Monkey falls into the water. Monkey visits Akiko at the hospital, convinced that Bryce is a demon, just like Stick said. That said, he lures Bryce into a fast food restroom and traps him in a binding circle made of salt. He blames Bryce for ruining his life and takes the train back to the mountains, where he discovers a new tribe of snow monkeys moved in. Monkey abandons his old vengeful life to rejoin the new tribe of snow monkeys. He then rescues a young snow monkey named Koji from a violent tribe called the Red Stripes. Although hesitant, their leader agrees to have him join them as their appreciation for saving the youngest of their tribe. One time, the Red Stripes attacked the tribe while Monkey was out with Koji. They demand their tribe leave, plotting to steal their spring, but Monkey convinces the others to fight back. He teaches them different tricks and traps that work well against their opponents. Everything went well, that was until Koji got killed during the fight. Struck with grief, Monkey walks away, puts on his black suit, and then kills the Red Stripes leader. Despite saving them, his new family runs away, scared of him. The ghost of his tribe's alpha appears before him and claims that despite not fitting in with humans and monkeys, he was always destined to protect both worlds. As he is digging up a grave for Koji, he finds Bryce's frozen corpse buried in the snow. He properly digs up graves for them before departing to the city for good. Meanwhile, Bryce is forced to relive his not-so-good memories. Growing up, Bryce got used to having his mom bring in jerks for a boyfriend. Not long after, he meets Haley, who gives birth to their beautiful baby girl, Iris. At the time, his mom brought her latest boyfriend, Eli, who Bryce then thought would be another jerk. He turns out to be quite a good guy until Bryce discovers a gun and a hooded mask in his glove compartment. Eli admits that he's had a troubled past and wouldn't do anything to hurt his family. One time, Bryce and his family were returning from the carnival when a couple of men ambushed them in the parking lot. They are looking for Elwyn, who they later realize is Eli, so Bryce tricks them into believing that Eli has already skipped town. Later that night, Bryce confronts Eli and holds him at gunpoint. When Eli tries to wrestle the gun from him, Bryce accidentally shoots him instead. Worried for his family, Bryce goes on the run, but not before leaving them behind Eli's stolen money. Monkey returns to where he left Bryce and reconciles with each other, further strengthening their bond. Just when they thought they still had time to finish what they started, they discovered they only had one day before the election. With cops chasing them all over the city, Bryce and Monkey return to Akiko's house to retrieve the weapons they left behind. Although the police confiscated the weapons, they were caught red-handed by Haruka, whom Akiko reveals to be on their side. Going through what Monkey left behind, Haruka reveals that the pen was a recording device. They hear on the recording that Ichiro Hazaki, more notoriously known as the Bonsai Master, ordered the hit on Ken Takahara and is revealed to be the contender's benefactor. Akiko asks Monkey for help, worried his uncle will be next on their hit list. The Bonsai Master is hosting a watch party at his compound on Mount Takao. They plan to have Monkey sneak inside to eliminate Ozu, while Akiko and Haruka protect his uncle until the results are out. They tried to sneak inside, but the enemy was already aware of their presence, so ninjas quickly surrounded them. With Bryce's guidance, Monkey defeated them, having no blind spots for them to utilize. He eventually makes his way to where the Bonsai Master is, all clad in armor and ready to fight. The Bonsai Master claims to use his connections to restore Japan to the feudal era, a place he deems of utmost honor. The Bonsai Master is revealed to be more skilled, and Monkey struggled and had a beating. Only when the Bonsai Master is distracted by the large bonsai tree does Monkey ultimately defeat him, to which he then commits seppuku. As Monkey approaches the defenseless Ozu, he explains that he was never involved in Takahara's assassination and had nothing to gain from his death. That said, they later see on screen that Shinji Yokohama was named Prime Minister, and his victory speech was the same saying that Bonsai Master had said before he died. The crowd grows restless outside the presidential tower where Yokohama's campaign group awaits as the polls finally come to a close. The police strengthen security in the area, with Silver Samurai and Ghost Yuki as their core defenders. Bryce enlists the help of Yuki and Haruka to sneak past security, but Silver Samurai inadvertently reveals their disguise. As cops rain down on Monkey to restrain him, the Monkey Vigilante group runs out to defend him against the police. Silver Samurai decides to confront Monkey, but Yuki interferes with him, and Fat Cobra arrives to wrestle Silver Samurai to the ground. Fat Cobra then tosses Monkey to the side of the building but falls short of reaching the scaffold. As Monkey falls off the building, Yuki catches him in the air and helps him get to the rooftop. Silver Samurai catches up to them and tries to stop them every step of the way. Fat Cobra knocks him over and Monkey safely enters the building. As soon as they stepped outside the elevator, they met with Lady Bullseye, who was waiting for them. Monkey manages to catch her off guard with her hit-and-run strategy, but Lady Bullseye uses salt to reveal Bryce, which he learned from Stick. Withstanding the pain, Bryce uses salt to materialize his form to keep her distracted long enough for Monkey to chase after Yokohama, who is escaping by helicopter. Bryce manages to restrain Lady Bullseye long enough for Haruka to shoot her. Monkey catches up to them, forcing Yokohama to come clean with Akiko. Despite that, Akiko stands between them, begging Monkey to spare his uncle. Even Haruka and Bryce convince Monkey to stop the killing and let go of his vengeful ways, believing there is a better way to handle it. Just then, Bryce floats into the air and ascends. realizing Stick has always meant for him to do the right thing and give up his evil intentions. With Bryce gone, Haruka approaches Yokohama and places him under arrest. Refusing to give up everything he has worked for, Yokohama steals Haruka's gun and is about to shoot her, forcing Monkey to kill him to save Haruka. Akiko furiously screams, spiteful, against Monkey, who took away his last living relative. The next day, Monkey lays Bryce's gun to rest, hoping this will be the start of a new life. Haruka smuggles Monkey through airport security, promising to one day clear his name. Bryce appears out of nowhere as Monkey sulks in loneliness, having lost everyone he loves. He claims to have returned from hell and worried that Monkey would be all by himself. He explains that he has made a deal with Mephisto and now can move things with his mind, albeit not a master at it yet. Meanwhile, Akiko grows spiteful of Monkey and vows to avenge his uncle, wearing Lady Bullseye's mask. Thank you for watching. Check out these other videos and make sure to subscribe and tap the bell to be notified about our latest videos. See you next time. See you next time. See you next time.